January 2021. It's been a dark, cold winter. I've been waiting all month for the sun to come out, day after day after day. And finally, after all this time, the sun decided to shine. But it decided to shine on a day where I was not planning on filming a YouTube video. I had my whole week planned, and today was the day where I was not supposed to get ready. I wasn't supposed to talk to anybody. I wasn't supposed to have any video chats or Instagram stories. And instead, the sunshine called. What's up, friends? Libby Lynn here, and as I said, today's video was not planned. So you're going to get a very rough... Nope. What's up, friends? Libby Lynn here. As I mentioned before, today's video was not planned, so you're going to get a very rough, uncut version of some updates. Instead of writing everything out and rehearsing what I want to share with you guys, I decided just to grab a chocolate shake, delicious, and sit down and just have a little powwow. I think this is crooked. My pillows just are not as fluffy as they used to be. Is that a thing? Do pillows lose their fluff? I feel like mine are most definitely losing some fluff. Well, folks, I'm still here. You may be wondering, where in the world has Libby been? Or you might not be wondering that at all. That's okay. My last YouTube video left you off on a bit of a cliffhanger. Alright, friends, we are on the road again. And as I mentioned in the last clip, things were pretty sad and depressing, but now we have really good news because we're taking a road trip! Yeah, buddy. Okay, so, so sadly we don't have Sandra with us and we're super bummed about that. But thankfully we have another day on the road with these beautiful girls and we're going to have so much fun. We just needed more time to talk and all the good stuff. So you're gonna see where we're headed. I'm so excited to show you. It's gonna be awesome. I was in the middle of a road trip with some of my friends headed from Tennessee to Washington, D.C. After the trip, when I got home and started to edit the footage, I realized I didn't have nearly as much footage as I expected. So I am just going to throw a couple of clips in here throughout this video to kind of give you an update on what went down, but I really don't have that much footage. So last October, after our amazing girls retreat in Nashville, we took kind of an impromptu road trip over to Washington, D.C. I guess we knew we were going to do it a couple weeks before, but there were some last minute changes as far as who was flying there, who was driving, how we were all going to get there. And it ended up being super fun because the girls who planned on flying ended up riding with us, and of course car trips are always a blast. Alright guys, so we're probably like half an hour down the road from where we and we are at Chick-fil-A already. We couldn't stop ourselves. We saw the Chick-fil-A sign. We had to stop, so that's just like road trip necessities. We also have Starbucks, so we are slowly making our way down the road. We'll keep you updated on how today goes. Hey guys, we're eating pickles. Yep. The best road trip snack. So as you can see, I'm in a different seat again. We are playing musical chairs as we are slowly but surely making our way through the mountains. We made it. We're officially in DC and is it midnight yet? Probably. Yeah, it's almost 1 in the morning, so it's time to go to bed. It's gonna be glorious. We made it to our hotel room and we're ready. The reason we traveled to DC was to be part of the Let Us Worship event. Sean Foyt, the leader behind this Let Us Worship movement, is a worship leader who used to lead at Bethel Church in Redding, California. And when all this craziness of COVID stuff started and they were no longer able to meet in person to worship at their churches, he decided to take worship outside. He decided to hit up the streets and just grab his guitar and start worshiping. And so many people showed up. They had an amazing move of God at Huntington Beach in California, and then he just kind of felt led to continue having these events and gatherings all across the country. And so what's really fun about it is I kind of followed his journey throughout the spring and summer, and then it all kind of led up to this grand, it wasn't the grand finale because he's currently still touring and going about and doing this right now, but it kind of at that point felt like the grand build up was for all these worshipers to gather together in Washington, D.C. because this was right before the elections. There was a lot to pray about. There's still a lot to pray about, a lot to intercede for, and just worship God on behalf of our country. So I was super excited when I found out that I would have the opportunity to go, because it really didn't look like it was going to happen until super last minute. And so we went to the mall in DC, and I'll insert some clips here of what that was like. Super excited. So here's the Let Us Worship stage, and the Capitol building is right behind it. And then we have the Lincoln Memorial down here, the perfect place to worship. Being in front of the Capitol building and worshiping with thousands of other Christians was amazing. It was really such an honor to be there for what felt like such a historical event, because it was the day before Amy Coney Barrett got confirmed, and that was what we were praying for when we were there. And so it was so cool. It really felt like we were a part of history. So fast forward, after we drove back to Tennessee, and then I started to have some content issues. The reason why I have had not so many videos go up the past few weeks is because I had two very exciting announcements that I couldn't wait to share, and I thought for sure that I would be making those announcements already, and they would already be up on my channel. And you know how life is, you know how things happen, and we have to be patient. And so with those two announcements, like, I literally can't wait to tell you these two things. So exciting. I've already like pre-planned the videos in my head of how these announcements are going to go down. They're going to be so fun, but I've had to wait, and so I waited for a couple weeks and a couple more weeks, and then I realized it was almost Christmas time, and I had not posted anything on my channel in a while, and I was like, oh my goodness, you know, do I throw a little vlog up or like update you guys, because I wanted to wait until I could do a full update. So for Christmas time, we went back down to Tennessee to visit my aunt and her family, which was super fun. Hey family! Hold on, it's not your turn to be in yet. What's up family? It is Christmas week. Obviously by the time you guys see this, Christmas will be long gone, but right now I am in Tennessee with my family. Say hi family.
Hi family.
Hi family. And my father and Noah's up there.
Hello.
We are going to go get some fresh air. We're going to take a walk because the weather is just gorgeous, and we're in Tennessee, and why not? All right, it's a beautiful Tennessee day. What do you think the weather is?
It's 60 degrees.
It's 60 degrees?
It's 60 right now.
Oh, that's so exciting. It was snowing in Michigan, so this is great. And we are at the lake.
What happened to all of it?
We completed our walk, and I decided not to vlog while we were on the walk because nobody wants to be vlogging while they're looking at nature, right? So we just soaked in the moment. We enjoyed it, and now getting back in the car, we're gonna go home and have some lunch. Merry Christmas Eve!
Oh, oh, oh! Merry Christmas! Oh, you're filming! Oh, hey!
Yes, I'm just capturing the tree. Yeah. We have the beautiful tree, the wonderful collection of Rudolph stuffies. Beautiful, beautiful. And as you can see, there is no snow. It was supposed to snow today. We may still get a Christmas miracle. Oh, Dad says it's supposed to snow tomorrow. I thought it was supposed to be today. So
They're also supposed to be today.
there's a chance for a Christmas miracle of snow in Tennessee. We'll find out. Last night we had an epic karaoke performance, and tonight we're getting an encore. Your mean one, Mr. Grant.
Yeah!
We have the audience, big fans over here. Woo, woo, woo. Everyone's so excited. The star of the show.
Don't get your hopes up.
That was awesome.
All right, here we go.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a as cuddly as a cactus, charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. You're a monster, Mr. Grinch. Your heart's an empty hole. Your brain is full of spiders. You've got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot pole.
And now that brings us to January. And then we had the whole January dilemma. Still waiting for these two things to have the full green light to make the announcement on them. But I also wanted to just kind of fill you in on the blanks of what's happened over the past couple months in the meantime. And like I said at the beginning of this video, I'm in northern Michigan right now and we have not had any sunlight. I'm talking for days, you guys. The entire month, I think we've had like, the sun has come out like 4.5 days. I think maybe today might be the 5th out of 30 days. So 31, I guess, in January, 31 days. So yeah, it's been just a season of waiting, and there's, like I said, there's so many things to release, so much coming up. Like, I wish I could just whip out my notebook and talk through everything with you guys, but all these announcements will come in time, and I cannot wait to share them. And so, while we were waiting for the super fun life stuff to kick off, I thought it'd be fun to show you my pin collection update for all the Disney nerds out there. I've got some fun stuff to show you. About mid-December, I was feeling very crafty, and that's kind of abnormal for me because I'm not a big arts and crafts person, but I just got very inspired and I said, you know what? I'm gonna build a castle. Now you might be thinking, wow, that sounds very ambitious, but of course I'm not talking about a physical castle. I'm talking about a cardboard castle, and not even a multi-dimensional cardboard castle, just a castle to put my pins on display. So I just had this design in my mind and I created it, and I felt very proud of myself. I gave myself a nice little pat on the back for creating this cardboard pin collection castle. Now it's time for an episode of Show and Tell, just like it's preschool. Are you ready for this? Oh, it's so big, I don't even know if it's gonna fit in the full frame. I don't think it is. Okay, so obviously I had way too much fun making this, and I'm gonna show you guys up close and personal, get the zoom going, and you can see all of the fun details on this castle. Cue the Disney music, all the magic. Alright, let's begin in this corner. I like to call this my Minnie collection, or my Mickey collection, I guess you could say. My ears collection. There you go, because we do have lots of ears. Look at how stinking adorable this Minnie is. And I do not remember which pins I showed you on the last haul and which pins I have gotten since then. So you can just enjoy looking at all of them. I'm pretty sure I had these. But this, look at the little Chipperdale. I'm not sure if it's Chip or Dale, but he's so adorable, and he is, I believe he goes with this collection, which is the Disney Cruise Line. So I just think that this little Chip or Dale swabbing the deck and cute little Pluto with the lifesaver is the cutest thing I've ever seen. Oh my gosh, so cute. Okay, so this corner is really fun, and then I just added some decorations. I decided for the center of the board to go all out with, you know, best day ever and some memories from the last time I was at Disney World, which was the best day ever. I got this super fun patch from the Disney store when I was in Tennessee, I think in November. So I, of course, had to use this. It's just so fun. I love the colors on it. And so that's kind of the centerpiece of the board. And then if you come over here, we have our ice cream collections. I'm so proud of myself. I have 3 ice creams. Monsters, Inc., Marie from the Aristocats, and 101 Dalmatians. I love these little ice creams. They're so cute. I'm not sure how many are in the collection, but it would be really fun to end up with all of them. And then we have some sweet little Winnie the Pooh and Tigger. I know for sure these are new because these were not in the last haul. So these are new ones that I got. And I just think this bouncing Tigger is so cute. And then, you guys, I cannot get over this ice cream scoop. It's so cute. And I know there are more ice cream scoops, so I'd love to collect more of those. And then we have a cute little Tinkerbell, which goes perfectly with my Peter Pan obsession. So speaking of Peter Pan, we'll move on right up here. So the inspiration for this castle was the Disney Cinderella castle itself. So that's why I wanted to have like the blue turrets up here and just kind of make it feel very tall in the same way that the castle feels at Magic Kingdom. It's like you just keep looking up and they're so tall. So that was the inspiration there. And then I thought it would be fun to have characters hiding out. I just used like some scrapbook paper that I thought looked very kind of medieval to go with Merida and kind of that Scottish vibe. And then of course I wanted this stained glass look of Beauty and her Beast to go up here. This is actually a picture that I took at Disney World. So this photo is from Belle's Castle, and so I thought it would be perfect to add that stained glass look on my castle. I naturally put the most important people on top. I put royalty on the top tiers, and then everyone else, you know, goes below. And then of course at the very tippy top, all the way up this paper, we have Mickey himself chilling out because, you know, without Mickey, we would have none of this. So he definitely gets that top seat. And then I have the Sassy Princess collection, which you may remember from a previous haul, and Princess Anna, who goes with the carousel that matches Mickey up there. And then I have my favorite Peter Pan and Wendy hanging out over here. And this is a new one that I actually got for Christmas. I traded it with my dad. So here's the deal, you guys. This may have been kind of a selfish Christmas present, but I got my dad Disney pins so that we could trade. So anyway, he enjoys Disney pins as well, and someday I'll have to show you an update on his collection, but he had this in the pins that I got him. I didn't know it was a surprise, and so I was like, will you please trade with me? And he totally did. So I just think that Gus and Jack are the cutest, and I love that pin. It's definitely a new favorite. All right, then down here we have some that you have already seen. You've seen all those guys before. And then we have some newbies. So Hakuna Matata, check out the shirt. Hakuna Matata. This is another, I guess, really selfish thing to admit. I also got my cousin Disney pins for his birthday so that we could trade. So what do you know? Anyway, this was one of the pins that he had, so I traded with him because I love Lion King. And then this Toy Story, this little Rex, I just think is so fun. And he is from Toy Story Land, I believe in, I'm not sure if it's Hong Kong or Shanghai. I'd have to check the back to see. But I think that's a super fun pin. First Toy Story one I have, so that's really fun. And then down here, I have a princess. I always get so excited when I get princesses because I don't have very many. And Ariel is obviously super cute. Gotta love Ariel. And so she's really fun. And then you guys recognize the macaroon, and these were pins that I traded at Disney. And then Duffy the Disney Bear. You may or may not remember my first pin haul video where I got Duffy the Disney Bear. I actually traded Duffy at Disney, but, you know, Duffy came back to me. So I was like, is this a sign? Should I trade Duffy again, or is Duffy meant to be in my life for some reason? So then I saw this and I ended up trading for a Peter Pan Duffy Bear. And then I remembered that this is a Pirate of Neverland Duffy Bear. So I'm kind of obsessed with these little Duffy Bears now, and I'm not going to be trading them. So I'm definitely going to go for the Peter Pan collection of the Duffy Bears because they're so fun. All right, now we have an adorable little teacup. I mean, what's not to love about teacups? And another Tinkerbell. I'm not sure if this is my favorite Tinkerbell design necessarily, but I'm curious to see what the other Peter Pan characters look like in that collection, and then I'll decide, you know, if I end up loving them or not. I can decide at that point if I want to keep committed with a collection. And then we have my most recent craft project. And now I cannot take credit for this idea. This is something that I saw on Pinterest. So this old VHS tape is actually the same tape that I have had since I was 3 years old, you guys. This is it. This is the classic story. I've had this forever, and this is like one of my most prized possessions, strangely enough. But Cinderella just instilled so many amazing storytelling values and life lessons, and she's just always been my hero. So this is a treasured possession, but I did something really fun. On the inside, we have my top secret pin collection. So what's really fun about this, like I said, I saw this on Pinterest, and it's actually just cork. So I just put cork board in here, and I made my own little pin board. And so this is super special just for my Disney pins. This is a new one. I don't think you guys have seen this little Cinderella teacup. I believe she goes with this teacup. I think they go together, but I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to research that more. You guys look at the original sticker. Oh, it's so cute. Okay. And so, yeah, this is just a little fun little thing I made. That way, you know, if a robber ever comes to your house and they're like, find the most valuable things, they will never look in here, right? They would never know that your pin collection is hiding in a VHS tape. So, yeah, that's my little craft project, probably for the entire year. But it was super fun. And if you ever have the desire to create just a little fun, cutesy thing for your pin collection, I would totally recommend doing it. It's extremely simple. Just get some craft cork and glue it in there, and you are all set. Or if you want to be super crafty and go all out, have fun building a castle. That's always fun too.